let's go to the Ver. They actually got a woman on there that makes sense. I'm glad the other wasted face is pregnant and she's out, because they actually probably got someone in there with a little bit of common sense. But let's play the clip of them being upset about this whole thing. Roll the clip.
The bottom line is that this is an illegal war. This is an unconstitutional war. Only Congress can wage war and declare war. And so that's the first thing. I think we have to call a thing a thing. So this is an illegal war. This is a presidential war. I will also say, I think what Anna was about to say, did the regime really change? No. At this point, Donald Trump has come out and said, I had some choices for who would lead, but they are dead now, too. And so now you have people that are in Iran picking their own people. So you don't have a regime change, just like you don't have a regime change in Venezuela. Also, what I'll say is it's very, very easy to start a war, right? Without a plan. It's very difficult to end a war. We've seen in Russia invading Ukraine, thinking that it was going to be over. It's 5 years later, 610,000 Russians are either maimed or killed. 1.2 million Russians maimed or killed. We've got 600,000 Ukrainians maimed or killed. That war is not over. I thought this was going to be the president of peace. I thought this president wanted to win a Nobel Peace Prize for peace. That is not what I'm seeing. I am not seeing America first. I think people that voted for Trump, I was not one of them. I think you were. Those people wanted America first.
I proudly voted for Trump because the alternative was not great, and we would absolutely be under the wrong power.
There you go. Who is that woman? Come on. I want to know who that woman is. Like, I want you to understand this very clearly. I thought there was another view clip.
There's several. Do you want to roll all of them? We're
yeah,
running
let's,
a little long.
Let's roll some more view clips.
Okay, cool.
Because I want them to see how nutty these people are. Because that young lady, that new one, I like what she had to say. They don't know what plans Donald Trump have. They haven't been in a single briefing. But their instincts is saying that this guy don't have a single plan at all. Like Trump is just drinking Coke and golfing and hoping to God that it works. All right, look at Whoopi Goldberg's roll the clip.
So are Americans going to support another military operation in the Middle East right now? I mean, we've had kind of a checkered past in going into the Middle East and not taking care of business. So I open it up. What do you think?
Trump has, I think, changed.
Fast forward to that nut job. Let's just get to the girl that made sense, because I don't want to even hear her. So just know she said something stupid that had no contextual reality to it. I want to get to this woman here. Roll the clip.
Respect where you come from, Anna, on this and your ability to like broadly think about it and have heart in it. I also think it's very easy to have political concussion at this point where, and I actually had a concussion a year ago, one of the side effects was losing depth perception, where you can't see the depth of what is going on because you're just being constantly barraged by information or political opinion and now war. Understandably, the Americans are fatigued with the idea of war. We get that, right? We sit here and we know the repercussions of it, including the death, and I do want to say our hearts are with the families of those fallen soldiers. Your sacrifice will not be squandered. This war will be won. I do think it's threefold. One, we have 47 million Iranian women who now have a hope of freedom. That's a good thing, okay? We have an disgusting, disgusting terrorist regime ended. And the people finally have hope to create their own nation again. Okay, so that's the hope. When we zoom out in
I want y'all to pay attention to what these cackling hens are looking at her like as she's saying that women are being liberated. Like, just imagine how stupid you have to be that you get on here and grandstand saying that you support women and misogyny and the patriarchy and all this other stuff. But then when a woman is saying Iranian women are going from pretty much being enslaved, having genital mutilation and all kind of other stuff that I don't know if they do mutilation, but they do treat them poorly. They covered up with blankets all over their head like this. They can't get a fair education. They're not treated as reasonable citizens like men are. They're treated like sugar honey iced tea. And a woman is saying women are being liberated and they can't accept it. It's crazy to me. Roll the clip.
Political realm, okay, which is not my specialty either, but I have a ton of friends in the military who specialize in this. We see that this is actually avoiding a boots-on-the-ground war with China when we are able to choke their oil supply, and the president and our military are exemplary in doing so right now. They've cut the oil supply from Venezuela, and they've now reduced it and choked the oil supply to China in Iran. And now what that does is presumably prevent China from having an absolute stronghold on the globe. So this is a strategic move geopolitically that we may not fully understand, but I absolutely trust that this is best for our
Can I
nation,
ask
and we
you
should be America
what
first.
makes you think
Hold
that
on,
the
Anna.
regime has ended?
Let Sunny do
Well,
what
that
she's
was
The
doing.
that was
leader
one of
is
the-
the absolute Ayatollah is dead.
Well,
But I'm
the
old
people,
enough
well,
to
okay,
remember.
ND,
I'm
I get
old
it.
enough to remember
Let's not do this
1989.
crosstalk.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
I think
right.
we got another clip from this lady. Do we have one more? I want to play another clip. She is a rock star. And it's not because I agree with her, it's because when you listen to what they say and you listen to her articulate what she's saying, which one makes sense? They're emotional. She giving facts, context, historicity. Roll the clip.
When you look at what women looked like and were treated like, we have a before and after. Before this regime and after. This is before, and here's after. And right now, these women have hope. 47 million women have hope. Women, people who are gay are not being thrown off buildings. Women will not be mutilated and murdered. And
I
I think
hope
there's
you're
such
right.
hope, and it takes strength to find peace. And America should be first at that always.
Well,
But here's the thing, though. I remember, and I hope you're right. I hope for the sake of the Iranian people and for the sake of the world, for America's sake, I hope you're right. But I remember 1989 when the Ayatollah Khomeini died, and we thought this is over and this is going to be great, and a worse guy came up.
Yeah.
Correct.
I remember seeing George W. Bush on a U.S. aircraft carrier
All right,
with a
done
big banner
talking to her.
behind.
All right, we done. That's all they doing. That's all they doing is fear mongering and warmongering. It's like we know that in the past there wasn't Donald Trump wasn't the president. Y'all's favorite people were the president. The Democrats were the president when things like that happened. Donald Trump has not started a war, not one bit.